Kenneth, you learn anything different about what you guys did well or wrong after you reviewed the Tech film?
Not really. Obviously, I'm proud of the way that we handled adversity. I'm proud of the way that we fought as a team, as a defense. I feel like early on we got put in some really tough situations, and I'm just proud of the way that we fought, proud of the way that we handled adversity, and proud of the way that we stayed together as a team. So after reviewing the tape, I mean, it pretty much is exactly what I expected it to be. You know, seeing a team face adversity, seeing a team that continues to fight, seeing a team that doesn't give up. So that's what I seen after watching the tape.
You guys seem to be doing better in the second half of games. What are you guys doing at halftime? And how are y'all adjusted and coming out so much stronger?
Well, in a game like Texas Tech, I mean, the first half they ran a lot of trick plays. So eventually, the trick plays, had to run out, and so we were able to just settle in and just play our game, and they were able to come back and play the plays that we expected them to run and stuff like that. And obviously, hate to hear the news about their quarterback, going down, but once the backup came in, it kind of made them one-dimensional, and so that obviously, helped us, settle in a little bit more as a defense. So I feel like overall, the coaches in the halftime, they're doing a great job at getting adjustments in, stuff like that, and we're just taking that and, going with it.
What do you know about Oklahoma State and their offense? What stands out to you about it?
I mean, it's a lot of stuff that stands out to me. Obviously, they have, great receivers, stuff like that, but I think their running back is really good. Justice Hill, I think he's really good. I watched him on tape this morning and yesterday. So I think he's real good, real explosive guy. He can make you miss and y'all can hit the hole. So I think, great offense, really balanced offense. They really balance up the pass and the run. So it's going to be, looking forward to the challenge, of us defending them this weekend.
You guys,
the game last year was pretty crazy. What do you remember about that? What was that like? Surviving it longer.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy game. And obviously an air-rated game. A lot of passes. Some explosive runs and stuff like that. So, I definitely remember all of those, and definitely great offense. Mason Rudolph, obviously their quarterback last year, and obviously going up against Justice last year. So, definitely last year was a challenge, and this year, watching them on tape, they have a great offense. So I'm looking forward to the challenge this year, defending them.
you guys got, as a defense, better after that game, despite it being just so high scoring. What is it about games like that that are proved as a wake-up call, or why do you think you get better sometimes after a performance like that?
Well, obviously playing defense, you don't want to give up a lot of points, especially, those kind of points, giving up, 50s and 40s and stuff like that is, obviously the defense, that's not what you want to give up. But at the end of the day, after that we let it go and we just moved on. It wasn't something that we held on to. At the end of the day, it's about getting wins. And so, we got the win that night, was able to come out of that until we let it go, went back to the lab, start working and improve. So I think that's the biggest motivation, is just continuing to win, letting that, motivate us, to get the win and then go back in the lab and go to work.
Kenneth, what does this game mean to you guys, the team and yourself, emotionally, as a rival?
I mean, it's obviously a big game, given the tradition of OU and Oklahoma State. But, this week as a team, we're focused on, just taking this week right now and, getting out there, putting a great game plan together and going out there and playing, great ball and getting a win. That's really what we're focused on. We're not too much focused on the emotional side of it, getting too emotional with it. At the end of the day, we're coming out here to play football. We're coming out here to, have fun with our teammates, play for our brothers, and get a win.
You guys circle the Texas game every year, I'm sure, on the calendar. When you play a team like Ohio State, I'm sure you probably circle that one. Does this one get circled too when the schedule comes out?
Every game gets circled because, here at Oklahoma, we want to win every game. So every game is circled. We want to win every game. We want to go out there and compete for championships.
Kenneth, what do you think about Trey Brown, and what do you think about his improvement this year to become, a key part of your guys' defense?
Trey is, unbelievable player. His athletic ability just makes him unbelievable. It's very rare to see a guy that can run the way that he can run. So, he's able to, make up for mistakes that, maybe some other guys can't make up for, obviously given his speed and stuff like that. So, he's a great player. He's making great plays for us, and I'm really proud of the way he's playing right now.
With Buki out on Saturday, you saw a lot more Jordan Parker. What does it mean to you, and what did you kind of see from him after kind of his recovery last year from his injury?
Obviously, JP, he's been working, getting back from the injury, stuff like that. You hate seeing, one of your guys go down with an injury like that. But Those plays that he made on Saturday, that's nothing new to us. We knew he was a great player. We knew that he could make plays. He's been doing it since his freshman year. It's not a coincidence he came in here and started as a true freshman. And so we knew that he was a playmaker. We knew he could make plays. So, him going out there making those plays on Saturday was not something that surprised me at all.
How's Robert Barnes changed the defense at his position since he's been back on the field?
He's obviously making a lot of plays for us back there in the back end at safety. He's making a lot of calls too for the back end too. So it's definitely good to have a guy back there that can make plays, break on the ball, and obviously that pick he took back today last weekend for the 2-point conversion was a big play. So it's great when you got guys on the back end that make plays.
Kenneth, how important is it as a football player? Maybe on the field you thought you got held, no flag, or maybe there's a flag on a play that you disagree with. How important is it to just move on and carry on and not let that fester into the next play and the play after that?
Yeah, that's real important. That's something that Coach Ruff preaches to us all the time, no matter what the play is, even if it's good or bad. It was a play in Texas Tech game where I felt like I got held and it was pretty obvious. But, at the end of the day, you can't argue. You just got to keep going. Coach Ruff preaches to us, Fido, forget it and drive on. And so that's what we do. No matter what, if it's a good play, no matter if it's a bad play, no matter if I'm getting held or no matter if I just got punched upside my head, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm going out there to fight for my brothers. I'm going out there to put it all on the line for them. And so, it's the next play, making the next play great, and then after that, moving on after that. So, Fido is something that's been instilled with me by Coach Ruff, and that's just something that, that the whole team, has taken, into their character.
You mentioned.
I'm sorry. Right. You go ahead.
Oh, you mentioned Trey Brown's athleticism. What do you think makes him so good in man-to-man matchups? It just seems like he's so much more physical than a lot of other cornerbacks.
His speed. When you look at guys that have that kind of speed, they're allowed to. It makes them more physical at the line of scrimmage because you don't have to worry about a guy outrunning you. So at the end of the day, his speed makes up for everything else. So he may get beat off the line for trying to be too aggressive, trying to jam somebody too much, and he's still able to recover because he's so fast. So I think his speed is just what makes him such a special player.
I know that it was emotional and contested in Lubbock Saturday night. You guys were pushed sort of over the line a few times and got flagged. As you play more important games down the stretch, it's going to get even more intense and more emotional. You have a big game this Saturday, for instance. Is it going to be harder to sort of know where to draw the line when games become that emotional and they're a little more chippy?
No, not at all. I think what happened Saturday was just, us being undisciplined, and something that, us as a team that we've all brought up to one another as, teammates, and that's what the coaches have brought up to us, right after the game. So I think the issue has, been brought up, and we're owning the issue. And I think it's going to get taken care of. That's all that you can ask, for us as players, take ownership of the issue and just go out there and continue to, get better and not let our emotions get the best of us. And so, obviously our coaches, are on us hard about it right now, and that's something that we're going to get fixed.
What's the secret to fixing that? How do you draw a line so that you don't step over and cost your team 15 yards?
Well, I think the secret to fixing that is just, maintaining your focus, maintaining your poise. Even in situations where you feel like, that are unfair, or you feel like somebody has went over the line, and just at the end of the day, just maintaining your focus. Just remember that's about the team. It's about getting this win, and just going out there and just playing ball for each other. So I feel like Saturday, obviously we had some situations where some things happened and we got some unsportsmanlike penalties. But at the end of the day, like I told one of the reporters right here, it's Fido. Forget it and drive on. Keep on fighting. So that's what we're gonna do as a team.
Oklahoma State showed a pretty good lack of discipline in their game in Waco on Saturday. Is there a tendency or a temptation to try to push their buttons and get under their skin in that way and make them lose their cool?
That's not what we're focused on. We're focused on winning a football game. We're focused on going out there executing the game plan. At the end of the day, that's what we're going to do here at OU. We're going to go out there and focus on the game plan, do what we do. It's not about them, it's about us. So as long as we do what we do.